Hello, everyone. My name is Jason. Welcome to the English podcast Library English channel. This channel is designed to help English learners improve their listening, speaking, and thinking skills through simple, clear, and practical lessons. Each episode focuses on useful strategies, real-life topics, and motivating tips that make learning English easier and more enjoyable. In today's episode, we'll talk about one of the most important steps in mastering English. Train your brain to remember more and forget less. Instead of translating from your first language, you'll discover how to train your mind to process words and ideas directly in English. This will make your speaking faster, your listening sharper, and your confidence much stronger. Have you ever forgotten something right after learning it? Maybe you studied hard but couldn't remember anything. It feels frustrating and unfair, right? But what if you could train your brain to remember more and forget less? Today, I'll share 17 proven steps that will boost your memory fast. These steps are simple, but if you follow them, they will change the way you learn forever. So stay with me till the end. Step 1. Pay full attention. The most powerful way to remember anything is by focusing your complete attention on what you are learning right now. Our minds are often. Step 1. Pay full attention. Full of noise, worries, past thoughts, daydreams that distract us. When your attention is divided, memory becomes weak and shallow. Imagine your memory as a room with one door. If it's half open with distractions, very little gets in. But open fully, everything enters. Paying attention starts with removing distractions. Don't keep your phone nearby. Put it away or turn it off while you read or study. Find a quiet space where no one interrupts. If you're studying at a desk, clear it. A clean space helps you focus and think clearly. Then bring your full mental focus to the task. Say to yourself, "This matters. I want to understand it." Your brain listens when you care. Try imagining you need to teach what you're reading. That mindset naturally makes you pay more attention and think more deeply while learning. Another useful tip: slow down. Reading fast often leads to shallow understanding. Give yourself time to reflect and understand each key idea fully. Ask yourself questions as you learn. Why is this important? Or how? Step 2. Understand before memorizing. Does this connect with what I know? This keeps your mind active. If your attention drifts, gently bring it back. Everyone gets distracted sometimes. The key is noticing it and learning to refocus again and again. Attention is not automatic. It's a skill you build each time you refocus. Your attention becomes stronger and your memory becomes more reliable. Step 2. Understand before memorizing. If you don't understand something, it's very hard to remember it. No matter how many times you repeat it. Think about hearing a sentence in a language you don't speak. No matter how many times you hear it, it still means nothing to you. That's why understanding is like the foundation of a building. Without it, memory collapses easily. Strong understanding holds knowledge in place longer. When you study, ask yourself, what does this mean? Try to explain it in your own words. If you can't, you need clarity. Ask yourself, why is this important? And how does it connect to what I already know? These questions build connections in your mind. Imagine your memory as a spiderweb. The more links you make, the stronger and wider your web becomes for catching and holding information. For example, when learning a new word, think. Step 3. Use simple words and pictures. About how you'd use it, what it reminds you of, or where you've seen it before. Use examples, videos, or ask for another explanation if needed. Break hard topics into small pieces. Understanding comes easier one step at a time. When you understand something well, it becomes more interesting. Your brain enjoys learning things that feel real, useful, and deeply connected to you. Understanding before memorizing turns learning from a hard task into something alive, meaningful, and easier to remember for the long term. Step 3. Use simple words and pictures. Don't try to remember complicated things exactly. Instead, turn them into something you already understand well. Rewrite complex Sentences in your own words. Imagine explaining them to a friend. Simpler words help your brain store the meaning more clearly. Use mental pictures. Visual images help your memory. For example, to remember milk, apples, and bread. Picture a dancing apple loaf in milk. That image is silly, but it works. Your brain loves surprising and funny pictures because they stand out more than plain, boring facts ever could. You can also create little stories to remember ideas. Stories tie facts together with a beginning, middle, and end, making. Step 4. Repeat often, spaced repetition. Recall smoother and faster. Instead of memorizing details one by one, the story turns them into one complete memory with flow and logic your brain can easily follow. Learning becomes fun when you use creative images. Your brain feels excited and remembers better when it's enjoying the process of discovery. Always ask yourself, how can I say this more simply? And can I turn this idea into a picture or short story in my head? Step 4. Repeat often. Repetition is one of the most powerful ways to move knowledge from short-term memory into your long-term storage system. But repeating many times in one day isn't enough. The secret is spaced repetition, reviewing the same thing again after a gap of time. Think about how you learned your favorite song. You didn't repeat it all at once. You heard it again and again over several days. That process made the song stick in your brain naturally. This is exactly how spaced repetition works. Recalling knowledge after time strengthens your memory. Here's how to apply it. After learning something, review it the next day. Then again a few days later, then. Step 5. Write it by hand. Again after a week. Each review trains your brain to recall the information better and faster. The memory becomes stronger each time you retrieve it successfully again. You don't need to study for hours. Even 5 minutes is helpful if it's spaced out. It's not about time, it's about timing. Spacing out your learning sessions allows your brain to organize the information and store it more deeply than cramming ever could. Make repetition a part of your routine. You'll soon remember things from last week, last month, even last year with less effort and more confidence. Step 5. Write it by hand. While typing is fast, handwriting makes learning more active. It forces you to think, choose, and focus deeply. When you write by hand, you must decide what's important. You process the meaning and guide your hand. This makes memory much stronger and clearer. Typing lets your brain stay passive, but handwriting activates more of your senses and mental energy, helping you engage fully with the material. Writing helps organize your thoughts. You see connections, find better explanations. Step 6. Teach someone else. And sometimes ask deeper questions that improve understanding even more. It's like walking a trail and leaving fresh footprints. The more times you walk it, the easier the path becomes to remember and follow. Use colorful pens, underline key ideas, or draw little pictures. These small tricks create strong visual markers your memory can use later. Handwriting triggers multiple senses. You feel the pen, see the words, sometimes even speak them softly. These combined inputs send stronger signals to your brain. Studies show handwritten notes improve memory better than typed ones even when you write less. The act of writing matters more than quantity. Make it a habit. After reading, write what you remember in your words. Neatness doesn't matter. Clarity and ownership of your ideas do. Old-fashioned as it may seem, writing by hand is still one of the most powerful tools to strengthen your memory and understanding. Step 6. Teach someone else. Teaching is not just for experts. When you explain what you learned, your brain processes it in a whole new way. To teach, you must remember, organize, and express the information clearly. That forces your brain to dig deeper and truly master the knowledge. Imagine reading a chapter and explaining it to a. Step 7. Use memory tricks, mnemonics. Friend, you quickly notice what you understand and what still confuses you. That's valuable insight. Teaching reveals your weak points and helps you fill the gaps. The more you explain something, the clearer it becomes in your own mind. You don't need an audience. You can talk to yourself, your mirror, your pet, even record your voice and listen back to reinforce learning. The key is expressing ideas out loud using your own words. That action makes memory more active, emotional, and long-lasting inside your brain. Teaching also makes learning meaningful. You feel like you're helping someone. That positive feeling motivates your brain to pay more attention and remember better. Every time you teach, even if it's small, you tell your brain, this is important. And your brain responds by locking it in more deeply. So next time you learn something new, don't just keep it to yourself. Say it, share it, and make it your own through teaching. Teaching turns short-term memory into something real and personal. It builds confidence and makes knowledge a lasting part of who you are. Step 7. Use memory tricks. When facts feel too hard to remember, use mnemonic devices. Simple mental tools that make learning fun, colorful, and easier. One trick is Step 8. Organize information. Using the first letter of each word to create a sentence. For example, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, OS, Richard of York gave battle. Now, instead of memorizing 7 random words, you just remember one strange sentence and your brain fills in the rest easily and happily. Rhymes and songs also work wonders. Think of how children learn the alphabet. Music gives rhythm and structure, and your brain loves those patterns. You can make your own rhymes for anything: vocabulary, dates, processes. The sillier or more creative, the easier it is to remember. Pictures help, too. If you're learning the word elephant in another language, imagine a giant pink elephant dancing in your kitchen. It sticks better. You can also build stories to remember facts. Each part of the story links to something you need, creating a natural flow for recall. Stories have beginnings, middles, and ends. This structure helps your brain organize and hold details longer than separate, unconnected facts ever could. Mnemonics work because they turn dry information into play. When learning becomes fun and weird, your brain gets excited and memory becomes effortless. Step 9. Use all your senses. Use these tricks when learning names, steps, lists, or definitions. Turn hard facts into rhymes, colors, images, or stories your brain enjoys. Holding. Step 8. Organize information. Just like a messy room is hard to navigate, a cluttered brain finds it harder to remember and retrieve facts. Your brain loves structure. Organized information is easier to find and recall. That's why sorting what you learn helps memory stay clean and sharp. Don't store facts as one long list. Group similar ideas. For example, organize vocabulary into themes, colors, food, emotions, so the brain sees connections. This method is called chunking. It breaks a big memory load into small, meaningful groups that are easier to store and remember later. Use tools like headings, bullet points, and diagrams. Think of them like road signs, showing the brain how one idea leads to the next. Diagrams and outlines give visual shape to ideas. They make notes easier to scan, so reviewing becomes faster and less stressful for your brain. Imagine your memory like a library. If books are organized by subject and author, it's easy to find what you want at any time. The same happens with knowledge. When you sort it well, you build mental shelves. Information becomes easy to retrieve when you really need it. Each review is a chance to organize better. Combine. Step 10. Connect new with old topics, rewrite categories, or simplify your structure. This keeps your memory clear and flexible. Step 9. Use all your senses. The more senses you involve while learning, the deeper the memory sticks. Your brain builds stronger paths. That way, imagine learning a word and hearing it, writing it, speaking it, and touching the object. It's now connected by multiple sensory roads in your mind. Reading silently only uses your eyes. Try reading aloud to add your ears. That creates double input. Your memory gets a stronger grip on the idea. Listen to audio of the same content. Different voices, speeds, and tones help your brain layer the memory through variation. And exposure. Use touch while learning. Write with your hand. Use colored pens or draw icons. Feeling motion and seeing color activates multiple brain regions. Together when learning vocabulary about fruits. Pick up a real apple or banana. Step 11. Mind maps. Say its name. Feel its shape. Smell its scent. That physicality locks memory in. These small sensory layers make a big difference. When your brain has more paths to reach an idea, recall becomes faster and more reliable. Speaking out loud adds more strength. Explaining something uses voice, thought, and hearing. It makes memory sharper because your brain works in multiple ways. Learning through senses turns flat words into a full experience. When learning feels real, your brain holds on longer and your memory grows richer. So whenever possible, involve sight, sound, touch, and speech. Even simple sensory tweaks can create lasting impressions in your brain storage system. Step 10. Connect new with old. One of the best ways to remember something new is to link it with something you already understand and recall. Your brain builds memory networks, not islands. Every time you link ideas, you create stronger bridges so information doesn't float alone. And Step 12. Sleep in memory. Get lost. Learning the word bicycle. Think about ride, pedal, wheel, then your own memories of cycling. These links help your brain hold and retrieve the word. It's easier to recall when the brain can approach from several directions. Personal experience, similar, words, or other knowledge you already trust. This isn't just for vocabulary. In science, connect new ideas to old lessons. When learning about the water cycle, remember clouds, rivers, and real rain. The more links you make, the more places your brain can go to retrieve the same piece of information from your memory map. Group knowledge also organizes better. Your brain prefers categories and webs over scattered facts. Connected knowledge lasts longer and becomes easier to use. Ask, what does this remind me of, or have I seen this before? These small questions help build bridges that keep ideas rooted in memory. Step 11. Use mind maps. Mind maps turn information into a visual tree instead. Step 13. Brain foods. Of lines of text, you see connections, branches, and structure clearly. Start by writing the main topic in the center. Then draw branches out for key ideas. Add smaller details as twigs from each branch. This method helps your brain organize and see relationships. It's active, creative, and helps you think. While learning, not just copy notes passively. Use colors for branches, draw symbols, or write in different styles. These visual tools make information stand out and become easier to remember later. Mind maps don't just store facts. They help you process them. By arranging your thoughts on paper, you clarify meaning and remember more easily. They are great for tests, planning, stories, or projects. Mind maps let your brain zoom out and see how everything fits together with logic and clarity. Using them often turns learning into a more visual and engaging process. Memory becomes easier because everything has a. Step 14. Move your body. Place, shape, and link. Step 12. Get enough sleep. Sleep isn't wasted time. It's when your brain saves and organizes what you learned. It's a powerful tool. For memory. During deep sleep, your brain moves short-term knowledge into long-term storage. Without it, most learning fades or disappears before morning arrives. 7 to 8 hours is the ideal amount for most adults. Less than that and your brain doesn't do its full memory-saving work. To improve sleep, avoid screens before bed, lower lights, stay away from caffeine, and keep your bedroom dark and peaceful for better rest. Sleep also resets your focus. A tired brain struggles to pay attention, process ideas, or recall details clearly. Rest is mental fuel for learning. When you study, plan time to sleep after. That rest locks your knowledge in and leaves your brain ready to absorb even more tomorrow. Never trade sleep for. Step 15. Positive mindset. More study hours. You will forget faster and retain less. Real learning sticks when followed by deep uninterrupted rest. Step 13. Eat brain-friendly food. Your brain runs on fuel. The better your food, the clearer your thoughts and the sharper your memory becomes. Foods like berries, nuts, and fatty fish support brain health. They contain antioxidants and healthy fats that protect and energize brain cells daily. Blueberries, walnuts, and salmon boost memory and focus. Leafy greens like spinach or kale offer vitamins that slow decline and strengthen recall over time. Eggs are full of choline, which supports mental clarity. Colorful vegetables feed your brain with a wide range of protective nutrients and vitamins. Avoid sugar and junk food. They cause inflammation and energy crashes, which make concentration difficult and memory weak or scattered. Under pressure, a good diet strengthens both brain structure and function. Step 16. Mindfulness and meditation. What you eat today affects what you remember tomorrow, next week, or even years later. Step 14. Exercise regularly. Movement helps memory. It increases blood flow, delivers oxygen to your brain, and triggers growth of new brain cells. You don't need a gym or hard workouts. Walking, stretching, or dancing for 20 minutes can boost your learning and sharpen mental performance. Exercise also reduces stress and improves sleep. Two major memory helpers. A. Relaxed, well-rested brain remembers better and stays alert longer. It's like pressing a refresh button for your brain. Even a short workout can lift your mood, sharpen focus, and clear mental fog immediately. Staying ALICE active protects your brain as you age. Regular movement lowers risk of memory loss, mental decline, and conditions like dementia or depression. The key is consistency. Make physical activity part of your daily rhythm and your memory will grow stronger and clearer with. Step 17. Use technology wisely. Every passing week. Step 15. Stay positive and motivated. Your mindset affects memory more than you realize. Negative thoughts can block focus and weaken your ability to remember. If you believe you're bad at learning, your brain gives up faster. But if you think, I can do this, your brain tries harder. Positive thoughts boost motivation. Motivation fuels effort. And when your brain feels encouraged, it stays alert, focused, and ready to store more information. Celebrate every small win. When you remember something, take a moment to feel proud. This emotional reward makes your brain mark it as important. Positive emotions make memory stronger. Your brain wants to repeat what feels good. So, build confidence by noticing each success, no matter how small. If you feel frustrated, remind yourself that memory is a skill. Forgetting is normal. Progress comes from practice. Final thoughts, not perfection. So, keep going patiently. Say, I'm learning, instead of, I can't do this. That small shift can help your brain stay open and eager. Instead of shutting down, belief matters. Confidence boosts memory. When you trust your ability to learn, your brain follows your lead and helps you improve faster every time. Step 16. Practice mindfulness and meditation. A busy mind jumps constantly. That noise makes it harder to focus and remember what you're learning right now. Mindfulness means focusing on the present moment. It trains your brain to stop rushing and pay attention. This clear focus strengthens memory naturally. Meditation builds this ability. Just a few quiet minutes a day can sharpen attention, calm your mind, and prepare your brain for learning. Sit quietly, breathe deeply, and focus on your breath. When thoughts wander, gently bring them back. This simple act builds mental clarity and control. Mindfulness reduces stress, which is one of the biggest enemies of memory. A calm brain absorbs information better and recalls it faster when needed. Over time, meditation improves concentration. You'll notice yourself staying focused longer during reading, studying, or listening, and remembering more afterward. Mindfulness turns learning into presence. It slows you down enough to see, hear, and feel information deeply instead of letting it pass too quickly. Add 5 minutes of stillness to your daily routine. It's a small habit with powerful effects on attention, understanding, and long-term memory growth. Step 17. Use technology wisely. Tools like flashcard apps and reminders help you study smarter, but only if you control how you use them each day. Spaced repetition apps like Anki or Quizlet remind you when to review. They make timing easier so memory becomes more efficient with less stress. Flashcards turn facts into active recall. Practice. Reminders keep your study sessions consistent. Note-taking apps help you capture, organize, and review ideas anywhere. Add voice notes, images, or highlights to make your digital notes richer. The more senses and structure you add, the more memorable they become. But beware of distractions. Phones and apps can pull attention away with messages, games, or social media, ruining your focus and weakening memory. Turn off notifications during study time. Use focus apps that block distractions. Technology should serve your brain, not steal its energy or attention. Use tech to track progress. Review smarter and store your ideas, but keep your attention clear and disciplined so your memory grows strong every day. Final thoughts. Remembering everything may sound impossible, but it becomes easier when you understand how memory works and train your brain correctly each day. Your brain is powerful but needs the right care. With the 17 steps in this guide, you'll create stronger memory habits that last a lifetime. Start with full attention. Without focus, nothing sticks. Then understand deeply before you memorize. Your brain holds on to meaning more than meaningless words or facts. Next, use visuals. Write by hand and teach others. These turn information into experience, something your brain naturally remembers better and faster over time. Don't forget to repeat regularly. Spaced repetition is like memory training. A few minutes every few days is more powerful than hours in one sitting. Organize what you learn. Structure creates clarity. Mind maps, bullet points, and categories give your brain a clean system for storing it. Finding ideas. Fuel your brain with sleep, healthy food, and regular movement. A rested, nourished, and active brain works faster, remembers longer, and learns with joy. Mindfulness adds clarity. Just a few minutes of meditation sharpens your attention, reduces stress, and builds the mental calm needed for deep focus and recall. Technology helps when used right. Flashcards, reminders, and note apps boost learning, but only if you stay in control and avoid digital distractions. Stay positive. A confident mind remembers better. When you believe you can learn and improve, your brain responds with energy and focus that lasts. Every small step counts. Celebrate progress. Notice what you remember today that you forgot yesterday. Let that motivate you to keep going forward. No one is born with a perfect memory, but anyone can build one. With patience and consistency, your brain will change, adapt, and grow stronger. Pick just one tip today. Maybe it's repeating more often, writing by hand, or adding 5 minutes of meditation. Start small and build the habit. Soon, you'll notice learning becomes easier. Memory feels sharper and you remember things without struggling. That's your brain responding to your training. So, keep going. Train your memory every day. Make it fun. Make it personal. Turn knowledge into a story, a picture, or a real conversation. You are not limited by your past habits. Your brain is alive, flexible, and ready to grow with every new effort you make from today. Take care of it. Feed it well. Move it often, and give it the rest it deserves. This is how you build lasting memory power. Learning isn't just about school, it's about life. The more you remember, the more confident, capable, and creative you become in everything you do. Your mind is your greatest tool. Use these 17 steps to shape it wisely, and it will serve you with clarity, strength, and insight for life.